Assalamualaikum. Article of Faith, Part 2. Belief in His Prophets and Messengers. The prophets and messengers were individuals who received revelation from God and conveyed it to the people. They were sent to humanity to return people to monotheism, to serve as living, practical examples of how to surrender to God and to guide people to the path of salvation. None of the prophets and messengers shares in any part of God's divinity. They were merely human beings. It is forbidden for a Muslim to worship them or to use them as a conduit to God. A Muslim should never invoke them, make supplication to them, or seek God's mercy and forgiveness through or from them. Therefore, the term Muhammadan is an insult and should never be applied to Muslims. Every single prophet and messenger taught that all such acts are polytheistic and anyone who engages in them is outside the fold of Islam. Throughout the ages, God, the bestower of good, has sent prophets to people all over the world. A Muslim must believe in all of the prophets and messengers sent by God. God has mentioned some of them in the Quran. Among them mentioned by name are Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All the prophets and messengers of God brought the teachings of Islam throughout history. All monotheistic people who submitted to the will of God and followed God's revelation to the prophets and messengers of their time are considered Muslims. The entitlement to Abrahamic inheritance is acquired through the one's adherence to Abraham's monotheistic faith and surrender to God, not by lineage alone. When Moses salam came and claimed prophethood, all those who truly followed him in monotheism were Muslims. Likewise, when Jesus salam came, he declared his prophethood with clear signs and miracles. It was obligatory for everyone to accept him unconditionally. If they were to be considered Muslims, all those who rejected Jesus sallallahu alaihi wasallam became disbelievers in Islam because of that rejection. Rejecting or disliking any of God's messengers disqualified one Muslim as Muslims. Muslims are required to love and respect all the prophets and messengers of God who called upon the Creator alone without ascribing to him any partner. All the prophets and messengers surrendered completely to God, which is Islam. The prophets from Adam sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam were all brothers in faith. They are all called people to the same truth. Different messengers came with different sets of laws sent by God to guide and govern the people, but the essence of their teachings was the same. They are all called people away from the worship of created things to the worship of God. In Islam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has the distinction of being God's final messenger, the last of the prophets. The reason for this is first because God completed his revelation to humanity and perfectly preserved them forever in the Quran. And second, his final prophet and messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, led an exemplary life for the 23 years of his prophethood, establishing clear guidelines for all
من
generations.
الضياء بقايا جفت وغاضت ولكن ما زلت أسجي رجايا يا
Prophets dismiss the Almighty God. Although Muslims believe in all prophets and messengers of God, they follow and emulate the teachings and example of the final messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. God, the most glorious states sallallahu alaihi salam, and quote, "And we have not sent you but as mercy to the worlds." Quran chapter 21 verse 107.